Hey guys, it's Marisha from MarishasCoutureCakes, and I just had to share this delicious, beautiful looking Yule cake. I could not do it without showing you guys how I'm doing this, even if it is a few days before Christmas. So here's what you'll need. Basically, you're just going to make the box cake however you would normally make the box cake. Just add all of your ingredients. The only difference is that we're adding an extra egg. This is going to be the pan that I'm using. This is a 9 by 13 inch pan. I'm just going to line it with some wax paper. You can use parchment, it completely doesn't matter. Then you're going to add a thin layer of batter. You're going to make sure that you have some batter left over in your bowl. Do with it whatever you like. Make cupcakes, have a good time. Make that nice and smooth and then pop it in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. When it's ready, it'll look something like this. Make sure that you have a nice clean towel on hand. Now you're going to need to take it out of the pan immediately while it's still hot and start to pull away the edges of the parchment paper. And trust me, from friend to friend, me to you, you are going to want to do this while it's still hot, because when it cools down, the cake may stick to the edge, okay? Trust me. So now put another piece of paper, wax paper, on top of the cake and then your towel. Carefully, and I know it's going to be a little bit hot, but just carefully start to roll it up. Now you can put this in the fridge, let it cool down. I actually put it in there for overnight so that it would be perfect when I came back to you guys. And yeah, it was. Now I'm going to use a long slanted spatula, and I've got some chocolate frosting on hand. Carefully remove the towel from out the cake and the inside piece of parchment paper. Just be careful, because it's going to be a little bit stiff. That extra egg did what it was supposed to do, and it's nice and molded, and it wants to curl up, and it wants to be all cute. Gently remove some of the parchment paper from the top of it, just enough so that you could get in there. Then you're going to take some of your frosting on the tip of your spatula or knife, spoon, whatever you decide to use, and just start to smear it in there. Smear it in there. Be generous. People love frosting, especially when it comes to rolled cakes, because that's like the point, right? Smooth it out like a bad situation. Make sure it's nice and even, and then when you're ready, as tightly as you can, roll it back up and use that wax piece of paper to guide you along. As you can see, I have a little crack in there, but it does not matter. No one's going to see it. You're not going to be able to tell. When you're ready, grab a knife and carefully cut off the end on a bias. You're going to make a thick piece, and this is your thick piece, and then you're going to make a smaller piece. And that smaller piece will be you straightening off the edge, okay? Does that make sense? If not, you see it, right? So when you're ready, take a little bit of buttercream, stick that on the flat side of the piece, and then stick that, or spread, do what you see, do what you see. And then you're going to take the smaller piece and do the same thing, and that goes on the top. Now move on to a knife or a small slanted spatula and just go around the whole cake, and take your time if you have to, and spread all of your frosting on. This is when the magic happens. This is when it totally comes alive. Using your spatula, you can make little swivel line motions, or you can use a fork, and that's a little bit more detailed. That's what I like. I like detail. And just go up. It's so easy, right? Just go up and throughout the cake, make little swivels, and then when you're done, make it rain on that cake, or make it snow. Hit it with a little bit of confectioner's sugar and a plain set of flour if you have any. There it is. OMG. Speechless. Go to facebook.com/MarishasCoutureCakes and you can visit the blog at MarishasCoutureCakes.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to this so we can be friends for life. Couture and a Yule log cake. Bye guys.